very honest that your marriage, like any marriage, has had ups and downs.
Absolutely.
And in fact, you guys were married twice, right? So you got divorced and remarried?
Whenever I complain about him to his children, they say, you picked him twice. We had no choice. You picked him twice.
But I mean, it's been challenging, but wonderful.
It's always challenging. I think living with anybody is a challenge. Even if you, that's why I don't understand roommates. You know, you don't love each other and you're living together and sharing a bathroom. Nothing could be worse.
Yeah.
But I think living together with anybody is a challenge.
Well, you know, when it comes to this book, I thought it was interesting that according to the last census, 45% of all households contain 2 unmarried people. So living together really is on the rise, isn't it?
I don't know one couple that in the last 15 years, friends' children, my children, anyone, grown-ups, you know, grown-ups who, when I say grown-ups, plus 40s, who have not lived together either before they broke up or before they got married. And I think that there have to be certain rules for those people because there are courts for those of us who are married. Marriage doesn't work out, you go to court, you know, you separate property, and this is joint debt, this is individual debt, but there are no courts for people just living together.
There's really no law in common law, right, Judy? And so what you're saying is if you do choose to live together, first of all, ideally there should be a time limit, but if not, you have to protect yourself.
You need to say, this is my goal. My goal is that we want to enter into a long-term relationship and ultimately marriage. That's my goal. And if you have the same goal, let's sit down and say, what's a reasonable frame of time for us to live together before both of us make that commitment? And if one of us chooses not to make that commitment in a year or 6 months or whatever time frame, it's over. We will not have a joint bank account. I will pay the rent in January and March, and you'll pay the rent in the odd months and the even months. That's the way we're going to handle the expenses. I will, if we buy this puppy because we both like dogs, should we separate, the dog comes to me.
And you put that in writing?
And you put it, and you memorialize it in writing. It's very, very easy. And I think that it doesn't take away from the romance, ultimately, because you take it away, you put it away. You don't have that thing in the back of your mind all the time. What happens? Oh, sure, I'm going to fall in love with this dog, and then we're going to fight over it, and who's going to get it at the end? Or what happens if I really don't want to stay with him anymore? He's abusive. If I move out, am I still stuck with the rent?